You also mentioned earlier, Nerushka, that we're still at the framework stage now, which is like telling maybe organizations like what is coming. But we see other regions like we're discussing now, the EU already has got like an EU AI Act. Do you think we will not lag behind? Because these technologies are always changing. Like now we have DeepSeek and we don't know what's coming. And by the time maybe we finally enact our own South African AI Act, do you think it will still be relevant by then?
No, that's a very good question. And I think what often happens, especially in the tech space, and this is applying to any technology, when there's regulatory uncertainty, we can sometimes find ourselves in this gray area where organizations, companies, startups, entrepreneurs don't know how safe it is to operate in an environment because of the lack of regulatory certainty. And in other jurisdictions where we have more certainty, you then start seeing them almost flock to those regions because there's promotion of, there's steps, there's guidelines, it's a bit more clear. And so we've seen that approach, for example, when we had the cryptocurrency kind of boom, we saw certain jurisdictions kind of becoming leaders in that because they implemented regulation, which is quite interesting because often we used to see regulation as a hurdle to innovation. But what we are now seeing is regulation can also be a way to promote innovation if it's done in the right way. So yes, there is a risk that if we wait too long to put some guidance in place, that yes, we can be left behind and we could be overtaken by other jurisdictions who are moving faster than us, providing that clarity and certainty, welcoming that kind of investment into their ecosystem. Even for us, what we're already seeing in terms of barriers to entry is a lot of our startups find it difficult to receive funding while in the country due to existing Reserve Bank regulations and things like that. So even those who are trying to build locally are sometimes, when they get to that point where they want to scale and they've secured funding maybe from the US, they're then being told, in order to proceed, you have to list offshore, which is not great for our country. And we do need to see how do we create an ecosystem where we can build homegrown companies who are able to receive funding and grow from the ground up as opposed to list offshore.